Welcome to vegan mozzarella cheese sticks. Super tasty party food, delicious, indulgent, and very easy to make. Here we go. Okay, first step, you're gonna need a blender. So we have 100 grams of cashew nuts, which we put in a pot of boiling water. We boiled for 15 minutes just to soften them. Ideally, you'd soak them overnight, but this is a simple way to get away with it. In they go into our blender. We've got 150 ml of unsweetened almond milk, or any kind of non-dairy milk of choice. We've just gone with unsweetened almond milk. We find it works best for this. We've 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast that'll add a nice kind of slight cheesy note to this. This is all for the mozzarella balls, by the way. We've got a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Got kind of a little, slightly more than a pinch of garlic powder. It'll just add an extra dimension of flavor. And then finally, the bit which is gonna bind it and form it into mozzarella balls is we're gonna go with 2 tablespoons of arrowroot or tapioca starch, whichever you have. That was tapioca starch. Sorry, I didn't quite finish my sentence. Pop the lid on and we're gonna blend till it's lovely and smooth. In our super fancy Blendtec blender. And there we go, beautiful, smooth mozzarella. No. Okay, so right now you see it's super runny and you're kind of going, that's not mozzarella. We agree. What we're gonna do is we're gonna heat it, and what's gonna happen is the starch is gonna activate and start wanting to pull it together until we get this lovely gloopy texture that will really function and appear very much like mozzarella. Okay, so we've got a pan on kind of medium heat. Once it's nice and warm, we've got our mozzarella to be. Just make sure it's a non-stick pan. You definitely want a non-stick pan, and you want some kind of a silicone whisk, or wooden spoon, whatever you want. So it looks like a pancake batter. That's all it does at the moment. But you're gonna see this is where the magic happens. And as it starts to get above 60 degrees, the tapioca or the arrowroot is gonna start wanting to bind and go lovely and gluey and gloopy. Oh, well, there's a super banging smell of cheese, like it really does. You see the way that's going all gloopy like mozzarella? So once it starts to come together now, just give it another tiny little kind of 30 seconds longer, and we're gonna continue to stir. So the thing to know when you know you've done it enough is when the bottom of the pan really starts to clean itself and it really sticks together as one big lump. So what we're gonna do now, typically for when we're making mozzarella balls, is we'll separate this out into smaller little balls, but we're actually gonna be slicing this up into mozzarella sticks. So I'm just gonna put it all in as it is. So we have some brine here. So what we did is we have 1 liter of water and we've about 3 tablespoons of salt. That's typical the same salinity as seawater, and that'll just help, 1, impart a little bit of salt, and 2, it'll just help keep it in its consistency. Okay, so we left them cool for probably about a minute just in the brine until they've cooled, they're easy to handle. So now we're gonna slice them up to form our little sticks. So what we wanna do is chop them into nice, just be clear and decisive in our cuts, and cut any stragglers. Stragglers we can reshape. So we didn't put salt when we were making these. We're gonna put extra salt in our little batter. So we've got a kind of about half a cup of breadcrumbs. We went with white breadcrumbs, go whatever you have. I'm gonna go with a generous pinch of salt. That's gonna help season them. Mix that. We've got a bowl of flour and a bowl of just non-dairy milk, the same milk we used for making the mozzarella. So just in terms of seasoning, I'm gonna go with about half a teaspoon of garlic powder. We'll go with half a teaspoon of onion powder. And we'll go with just a similar kind of like a teaspoon of oregano. Or oregano, whatever you want to call it. A little bit. Just gonna add a slight little extra bit to give them a nice mix round. I'm gonna dip that in a little bit of non-dairy milk of choice. I'm gonna put it in the flour. Just coat it in flour. You really want to coat it in the flour. It's gonna help dry the skin of it. I'm gonna put it back in the soy milk, and then I'm gonna put it just straight in our little batter. Really cover it well. Okay, so I've got a pan on a high heat, and I'm gonna go in with about a tablespoon and about 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, in they go. Just be careful that they don't spit back up at us. We want to be real gentle. We're only going to put about 4 or 5 in the pan at one time, just so they have lots of space to brown up and crisp up equally. Okay, so I fried them down for probably 3 or 4 minutes until they've golden dried up. They're really looking fab. I'm going to drop them down onto kitchen roll, and the reason why I'm doing that is just to dry them so that my plate doesn't get stained with any extra oil or It'll just soak up any extra grease. They've crisped up really nice. Ooh, they're hot. And as you leave them cool, they'll crisp up further. Just make sure you leave the air at them. This is the one thing I've been longing to do since we started to make this recipe. Look at that. Beautiful cheese sticks. These are amazing. Crispy. Do you hear that crispy crunchiness? Wow. That's damn flavoursome. Really? Bang them. Really delicious, gooey, crunchy, gooey, crispy. Amazing party food, super tasty. What we recommend serving up was some kind of pesto. We've got harissa here, so a harissa type pesto. A bit of vegan mayo, ketchup, whatever you're into. But they're super, super tasty. Couldn't recommend them more. Thanks, Mel, for watching. Please share with anyone in need of some mozzarella cheese inspiration. Subscribe if you're interested. We put up new videos every Tuesday and every Friday, and all vegan, plant-based, to inspire you to cook more. Thanks, Mel, for watching. Cheers.